Hello YouTubes, Malcolm here. Today, going to be trying to refurbish an old Froe and Mallet for cutting shakes. It's my grandfather's, and we're going to be putting a new handle on it with a piece of vine maple. Let me show you it here. So this is the Mallet. It's pretty skookum actually. Like if you want those young boys that do those strength and conditioning classes thinking they need a workout, this thing is, oh, I don't know, it's at least 12 pounds, maybe 15. It's metal shaft, metal ring on the top, metal ring on the bottom, and then it's got this, I would say, kind of a really hard fiberglass type center, which is used to, this would become the Froe, and I need to make a handle for it such that this goes through here. And so then this you put on top of a shake block, and then you use the mallet to hit the top of the Froe, and then it basically takes a slice like you're cutting cheese, but through a piece of cedar wood for shakes. So the plan today is we're gonna get this handle going here. I might just start for the fun of it, just cleaning this up a little bit and putting some spray on it to keep it from rusting more, because I want to make sure this stays intact and in good shape, because you don't see these many around very much anymore, and to get something like this would either be really hard to find or it would cost a lot of money, or both. I don't know. I really don't even know. So let's get to it. Okay, let's clean this top of this puppy off here. I think I'll use the hand wire brush first. Then I'll use the drill. And if anyone's ever done this before, you know this has a certain interesting rust smell to it. It's hard to explain actually. Almost like a musty crawl space type smell. Let's see what you do here. Just for the fun of it. Oh, that's getting not bad. Let's just take a file on it for the fun of it. This old file that I found. Let's just see. You don't want to file it too much because it's almost like that rust patina is almost protective in a way. For me right now, I mean, I'm not doing this to be in a show or something. Let's do another. Let's turn it upside down. Do the other side. Now, I like this stuff here. It's a pretty good product for just keeping things from rusting. So we're gonna put that on there and we'll rub it in, and that's the best I think I can do for this particular unit at the moment. Just gets right into the pores of the material and just makes it a little bit more rust protected than if it was just sitting out in the elements. Gives a little bit of a shine too. Again, if I really wanted to make this beautiful, I would sandblast it or something and go from there. So that's the mallet. That's pretty easy. That's just cleaning. But it's now at least maintained. It's not gonna rust as quickly as it did before anyway. So that's done. Now I'm gonna just take this piece here. I think I will protect it. Use my pieces. As long as I have enough. Get that out of the way. Oh yeah, lots. I guess I could have done this as well at the same time, because that needs obviously to be cleaned up. We'll get to that though in a second. I might even paint this up actually. Let's scrub her up and maybe paint it. Looks like it was painted black at one time. We could do that. And give it a little file, but I don't want it to be sharp. I just want it to be enough of a blade to go from there. So, for this piece, I'm just going to use this guy here. Yeah, if I play my cards right, I don't want to take too much off the end. So I'm gonna keep that as round as that goes. Maybe one pull here. And we need to clean that up. I gotta be careful around these knots because it seems to really want to chip. There. Use a spoke shave. Let's see. Ooh, almost. I wouldn't want to take any more. Might almost be a little bit too skinny. It's not quite the nicest fit, but it'll have to do for now, I think. Let's see. Maybe back like this. It's almost perfect there. Let's leave it at that. Let's go sand it up. Sand her up. Yeah, that'll do. Now, I don't know if that's going to be worth it. I think that will be enough. Let's go spray her up. There we go. Let's let that dry. We're going to be continuing on making the Froe. I have the Froe all painted up. I have the handle ready to be linseed oil and turpentine. And let's go through that, the process of linseed oil and turpentine on the handle. So here's the Froe part. It's all painted up. It's gonna not last once it's used, but at least it protects it from rusting at the moment. And then this was just a homemade handle. It's a little bit cockeyed, so to speak, but it has the natural curvature of the wood, and that will go through the handle here. And I usually do a 2-to-1 ratio, like 2 parts linseed oil, 1 part turpentine. I just find the turpentine helps it soak in a little bit better. So we'll go through. Okay, we got our turpentine, boiled linseed oil. I don't need very much. This container is almost too big, but I'll wipe it out and use it again. So just a tap in there, because this won't take very much. Maybe just a hair more. There we go. And then, so just very little in here, like half an ounce maybe. So if that's a half an ounce, so I want this to be like a quarter of an ounce, but I just kind of estimate it. Just might be all I need. Some of the hair more. There we go. I do like the smell of turpentine, I'm not gonna lie. Don't want to smell it too much. So mix it up. It's still so small, I'll just mix it by hand, just like that. Looks the same, just a little bit more liquidy. And then I don't even want to waste a brush on it. I'm just gonna dip it in with a cloth here and just put it on that way. I put it on. There we go. So I'll let her just stand there for a bit. Time for our second coat. Pretty much has her. I don't trust these rags in the garbage, so I'm just gonna lay it on the cement flat, let it dry. Otherwise you can get a fire. I'll wait another 10 minutes and then I will wipe off the excess and let it sit for 24 hours. Okay, here we have the Froe put together. And put a wedge in it because it was coming out of the backside, so hopefully that holds. We're just going to do a little hit on a piece of cedar here. It's not a great piece of cedar. It's just a piece of cedar I had floating around. All my other good cedar is kind of boxed in the woodshed, so this is the best I could find. And let's see what we can do here with the. So this is the Froe. This is the mallet, and it looks to me with the mallet here, it's got a few chunks out of it. It's been sitting around for so long, it's got a little brittle. So we'll see what happens here. Now I'm just gonna, as if I was cutting a shake here. Not the greatest cut, but that was the first one of all, so. But that's the principle behind this, is if you had a nice piece of wood, let's do a bigger one. Let's do it right there. See what happens. Looks like I'm making kindling, but this was a better piece of wood, which is not the greatest, as you can see. I didn't know it was that until it's not the greatest grain. But you would be able to make shakes with that, and you would flip the block head over heels each time to keep it from tapering from one side to the other. So that is the end of my process of Froe and mallet. All done.